Hey, folks. Good evening. It's Dave here, joined alongside Vinny Mancini, and we can. You got the new light on today, Vin?
I do. I do. I see
So,
my head even more now shiny.
yeah. So actually, if we come back over here to the main one here, now we can see your face a little bit more. We can get that
Sorry,
light in the
guys.
front. Yes. But anyway, we're going to try to play some matchup college football here tonight. Again, fresh off the play.con 2025. I got to play this out there. So now Vin, who's so much better at this than me because I've never played a full game yet, is going to join me here. And so the first thing, Vin, is the table here, the mat looks kind of neat, right? So I'm going to slide all these cards out of the way. So this is what the mat you buy when you get from the game crafter, correct?
Yes, sir. It has everything you need except to keep the score. I'm not. I'm not the one that used that type. I love everything else on it. It's just the field with the circle, the dots, and the numbers. I start twitching. I cannot keep track of the ball with those. I've seen a few people try it. I see some guys get stuck. I like a
Yeah.
traditional field. But you know what? The option's there because you could always use the top or the bottom of the
Yep.
below them, the grid. Yeah, with a first down marker that fits and a ball. Yeah,
Yeah. Now, what I like, it's got the solitaire play calling chart over here,
so
so
good.
so we can just kind of get right into the game here. This is your matchup score, and I believe what happens is again you have your matchup and you roll your dice. Stanford will be red, Boston College will be white, and you roll your dice, and so you would add. Well, actually, you would add 9 to each, and the ties go where now? How do you handle ties?
To the team with the higher power rating, if they're equal, they will go to the home team.
Okay, so the higher power rating. So we have a 4 and we have a 5. So Boston College would win all the ties. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so they will win all the ties. All right. So now also I have all these cards here, Vin. So what are these cards here? I haven't even unboxed them yet, as far as individual cards and stuff. Oh, I have a ton of them here. I have a ton of them here. So these are
That
my play cards. Is that what they are?
Yes, that is the key to the game. As the
Nice.
engine that drives the game. The free version is in the rules. This is, as ST likes to call it, 4 HD. Is that what he says? It's like black and white compared to
Oh
four
yeah, yeah,
HD.
yeah. You don't want to be watching rabbit ears. I think he said so.
And he's right.
So
They're
I
beautiful.
actually there's one set that comes with a game, and then there's a couple of other sets that are extras, right? And I think that's what he sent me is some of the extras here. So
Yes.
red looks like it's a run,
There you go.
and blue looks like it's a pass. As I just sort these out, I probably should have done this beforehand, but I didn't. Kind of wanted to show off what I'm kind of doing here too at the same time.
It goes quick.
Yeah. So I got. Well, there's a
The only
whole.
one that it might confuse people until they flip it over is the blue goal line. And on the bottom, I guess he didn't want to leave it blank. He put game tips,
Oh,
and they're
nice.
really interesting to read. But that goal line is goal line pass.
Okay. Yeah, because it's blue.
Right, right. And it's only used when you're inside the 5 yard line.
Okay.
It's the least used deck for obvious reasons.
Oh yeah, because you got to be inside the. You said inside the 5, right?
Yeah, I use it from the 5 and in, but the rules
Okay.
say from inside.
Boy, these things are wrapped up pretty good here.
Yeah. Oh, the game craft, you
Yeah.
wait a while, but boy, they do the right thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a little knife out here and cut these
And
off.
look, buddy, you don't have to round the corners on the cards.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm happy about that or sad.
Uh, I figured it saves you a little bit of time out of your life.
Yeah, but it feels like so part of the game now.
Well, listen, if you're missing out, take a flight to New Jersey. I have plenty you can do.
All right, and inside. Okay. So boy, I got a ton of these here, huh? Holy
Oh, yeah.
cow. So what these are is screen short. Okay. Well, that's upside down goal line game. So you actually just I got two screenshots over here. Here we go. Different piles here. So you comes with one action deck and you can order up to two more, right? To give you more of these. Is that how this goes?
Yes, and they're more, I call them cartoonish cards, but they are far from just, I don't want that to sound cheap. They have, and we'll flip them over as you see, but they add different dimensions to the game, different plays, different, just wild stuff, but it keeps them in the stat line. when you pull one of those cards,
Oh,
it's exciting because it's like, well, here we go. Let's see what's going to happen with that.
oh,
So,
I scraped one of my cards. Oh,
huh?
yeah, I scraped one with my knife. I'll have to do it on the back. Oh well. So I got one card that's marked, so we're gonna know what that is, unless I paint that in with some blue. Ah, stupid Dave trying to rush through this here, and I scraped up one of my cards.
So, yeah, and the initial investment, people look at the price tag and it's like, wow. But you feel the components now. I mean,
Oh
they're
yeah, these
incredible.
cards feel. I mean, they're a deck of cards. They're like a Hoyle deck of cards. They really are.
Hmm. And again, if you fall in love with the game, now you got to compare your time playing it to the price. That's how I always do it.
Well, that's what I
And
always say.
for me, it's come down to literally pennies. I've played so much, and there's so much more to go for me. So it's a great, great game, in my opinion. I see Bob's popping in with a fancy little heart
Oh yeah.
in there.
Hey,
I,
and my friend Edie comes by. Edie, did you watch the video that I sent you? Well, it's pictures. It's not a video of me doing it, but there's pictures of me and you and Nick when I talked about the game hounds on there. So um yeah, that video is kind of like a history of my keynote speaker was about the history of my video games, is what it is. So and
cool.
oh, cool, you watched it there, yeah. Yeah, she was the woman that told me we were too old for this, or that we were not the target demographic anymore. And I never forget when she said that, and
Oh
it
no,
made me
what am
very
I?
sad. But it was very true. It was very true. Um, I I don't have any good pictures of you. Seriously,
Oh, what?
what did I say? Oh, here's the FAC instructions. Nice. Uh, you know how hard it is to find a good picture of you. You know when you're not drunk. Holy cow! I should have used some of the ones when we were in Boston. Did I? No, those are the only cards, the photos I had. A lot of those were at Kowloon or on the floor at PAX East. That's all I had. I don't have many pictures. I suppose I could have used a picture of us in front of the Witch Museum, but when we were talking about being on the floor of PAX, I thought I should use the floor of PAX to talk about that. All right, so I'm almost done. Boy, I feel like I'm sorting a set of Joe Bryan cards right here, right?
Oh man.
Holy cow! I only got like 6 more to go. Luckily, they're not full teams. You know, it is a family channel. It is. It's a family channel.
Depends on what kind of family you have.
Adam's family, most likely.
If it's mine, almost anything goes. God forgive me.
Alrighty. So what I'm doing right now is these are the fast action cards, and I just have a ton of them because I have like everything known to man for this game. So I'm just sorting them out, and that's what you're supposed to do, right? Because you're supposed to
Yeah,
flip one for whatever play you're calling here.
yeah,
You think that's enough? That's probably enough, right? I don't need to
yeah.
do
We're not
all of them.
going. Yeah, we could always
All right, so I
reshuffle.
still
It's
have
just
a
a
whole
given.
bunch here, but these are all considered the extra set. So we're just gonna go with what we got right here, and
Okay.
I'm not gonna fret too much about that. All right,
Nah,
so we're gonna do inside run. I'm just gonna put the cards just out of sight here, just so I can.
maybe you could put off to the side. We're not going to
Yeah,
get there.
yeah. Then we'll have so the goal line I might not need at all, right? So I'll put that goal line over here, and I'll just put my passes over here. So, and then we get the one Hail Mary and the one this. So I'll just put this off to the side. Okay, so what we have here, so this is the play number. So we determined that it's going to be 37 plays, right? So each play goes along. Once they get to 37, the quarter will be over, is what's going to happen. I have my ball and my first down marker that I'll use this for distance and downs. Quarter we don't really matter on. The
No.
matchups do matter, and so that'll be the ball, and this will be the first down marker. It's kind of how I'm going to handle that. Okay, so just for simplicity's sake, we will let the home team kick off. So Stanford will kick off, and again, we have Boston College with Doug Flutie and Stanford with John Elway. So that's who we're playing today. And what I'm going to be doing is just I'll show these for the first few, show you where I'm looking here. But as we get going, we will. We'll just kind of get the game going here. And Edie, thanks for coming by. She's finishing up some work. And the Game Hounds podcast was a big part of things. And we had a good time. And I still pop on. I told them, I said, I still pop on from time to time. It's just without playing a lot of video games. I think I went out and talked about Oblivion a few weeks ago, so that was kind of fun. So yeah, we still hang out in a whole bit, and that is that. So, all righty. So I'm here with Vinny Mancini, and we're gonna play some matchup college football. All righty. Something. I think I'm just gonna put all the cards off to the side here because they're kind of falling over.
However it works. Yeah, that's why I have that tiered thing coming.
Yeah. All right. So basically, whatever play we call, we're just going to call that card up and flip it over. And we're going to take it from there. So let's do the kickoff first, right? Let's do the kickoff.
So you look at Stanford's sheet.
All right. So I got my kickoff here in the book, right? So you want to go advanced?
Go advanced, yeah.
Oh, boy. We're going advanced already. So what page is advanced on?
Keep going.
All right. So I got my solitaire play calling, which is on the board. I got my punting. I got my onside kick. Advanced kickoff. All righty. So we got our advanced kickoff. So we're going to kick off from the 35 is what I'm going to do. Okay. So there's my advanced kickoff. So kicking off is Mark Harmon. Okay. So Mark Harmon is kicking off. So he's a kickoff +0 and a long of 47. All right. So he's a kickoff 0. All right. So we roll the percentile dice, right?
Yes,
on a regular kickoff. Okay. Red will be 10s. So we have an 80. Kick beyond the end zone touchback. That's simple enough, right?
Right. Now, you would add the kicker's number if he had any type of rating. But neither kicker has a kickoff rating. But some would have a +5, a +2. But as you can see, anything over 60 is a touchback.
Okay. So looking at Harmon, he's got a +0, right? So that would just be no distance at all on the kickoff. Right. All right. So we're going to start it here. So Flutie will come out from the 20. And the first down will be at the 30. Okay.
So my first look at Flutie too.
All righty. So I think what happens here is we roll the 20-sided die, right, to determine our play. So we have 1st and 10. So we're in this first column, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we're going to roll here, and I got a 2. So it's going to be outside run. So I flip outside run, correct?
Right. Now, technically, if you roll two 20s, because you want to know the player finder also.
Okay.
But it might, ask that.
Oh, we got 2 and a 2. So just in case we need to, we have 2 and 2.
So when you look at the team chart for the Boston College, you're going to look at whoever number 2 is on the rush chart.
Okay.
And this is going to be fun because I see who it is, but I want you to look at it.
Okay, unless it calls out somebody else. All right, so let's flip the card. So outside run. If the rusher, so we're going to go to 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
The purple's the identifier. So if the 2 rusher rely, so if I go to 2 rusher, so it looks like, let me call up the card here. So
the rush column.
The rush is this rush column right here? Okay, so it says three. It says 3 to 9.
Right. Look up.
Oh, Flutie. Flutie's carrying this one. Okay, on the 1 to 2. Okay, on the rush column. Okay.
Yep.
So is the rush rely and rusher gain greater than 17? The rusher rely. Now what's 3 and 10 now?
Okay, the left side is running. The right side is passing.
Okay, so he's got a 3 for the rely, and then the gain is 5 as well?
Yes.
Oh, 5 because it's on the left. So 5 and 3. So I have 8.
Right.
Is it greater than 17?
No, sir.
No. Then it's this. So otherwise it's a 2-yard run. So we didn't even factor in the defense on this one.
Nope. And that's rare.
Okay.
Most of the time you're matching up both, players. So
okay. So Flutie calls his own number, gets 2 yards. So we have a second down. So we didn't even need the matchup on that. Okay, so this card goes into the discard pile, if you will. All right, so now we need the roll here,
and that was also your first play.
Oh yeah, so I can just leave it at 1. Leave it at 1. Okay,
kickoffs don't count.
Okay.
Down and 8.
Blue is my play call, so I got a blue 5 and a 9 for my identifier. So
now, just to point something out, you see where they have the play calling in the upper right corner of the teams?
Yeah.
Some of them would have a negative number, some would have a plus number, and that would be what you would add to the 20-sided die. But they don't. Neither one of these have it. So
because that would. So if a team's more of a running team, they would have negative to
Right.
bring that number down to the runs, and then if they were more passing, they would be positive to bring it up to the passes.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
neither team has anything. So when Stanford comes out, they're 0 as well. So I have two teams. I have 84 and 82. So I wanted to get two teams that was somewhat close.
Yeah, no, that worked out too.
Yeah. Okay. So now the 5.
Oh,
So it's second and between 1 and 10. So a 5 is going to be another outside run.
okay.
And the outside run, well, I rolled a 9. So let's see what the outside run is going to be. So it says LG1 block and RG1 block. And then we have a triangle. And I think that means, are they a superstar or something like that, right?
Like Flutie has that award symbol next to his name.
Yep.
So if any of the players that are involved in that fast action card asking for, if they have it, they automatically win the matchup.
Okay. Let me see if I can snug that in just a little bit more
Now the
here.
other thing we didn't do again is we're supposed to add up how many power plays each team would get, and you would do that. See how Boston College has 5,
Yep.
Stanford is a 4, Boston College is 1 better, so they would get 1. And when two FBS teams are playing each other, the other team would still get a 1. So there's no huge difference. They would both get 1 power play.
So FBS is here and FBS is here. Okay, again, I'm
Right.
kind of just winging this. I've not read the directions yet. I've
Yep.
only played it
Yep.
a couple of
That's
times.
important in a game too, because there could be some big matchups where guys will get more of them.
Okay.
But if it comes up, like, so you could use it on offense or defense, but Boston College having the power rating being higher, they would get first choice.
Okay, so I'm looking for LG1 and RG1 block. LG1 block, again, so it's run then pass, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I got a 4 and a 5. So I have a 9. Okay.
Right.
I have a 9 going against the defensive penalty rating plus 5.
Okay.
So I have a 9 going up a defensive penalty rating
Is on the back.
on the back.
Third
The
box over.
penalty rating is 8. So I have a 13.
Okay.
So I have a 9 versus a 13.
Right. So technically, you could put it up on your matchups up top,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
so
So,
you don't forget.
so I have 9 and 13.
Right. So what I like to do is resolve the offense first, but that's the game. Is
So I have a 5. So 9 and 5 is 14, and that would be 18. So the winner would be Stanford on defense.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So looking at this, it's going to be a false start and minus 5 yards and replay the down. So
Right.
that's what it looks like. So I back it up 5 yards. We replay the down, and
And because it's a penalty, the play don't count.
the play don't count.
Right.
Okay. So far, Flutie has gone backwards.
Oh,
And
look who showed
I'm
up.
thinking I got to doubt the accuracy of this game, Finn, because Flutie never lost yards, ever.
No,
right?
no,
No.
no. And look at who showed up, Mr. Matchup himself.
Yeah, Sports Sim Magazine. I think
guess
he's
should
watching
step
from the
out.
car right now. He's in the car driving, He's at a gas station in Illinois. I don't want to know what's going on in that gas station in Illinois.
No.
All right, so we're back to a second and super long. So now we're second and what do we got? 5, 10,
Should be
13.
13, yes.
So we're in column number 2 now.
Mhm.
All right, so let's bring that back here. And so we have an 18 now, and an 18 is going to be a short pass with a 5 over here. Again, you can't really see some of that. Let me see if I can. There we go. A little bit better on the die over there. So an 18 and a 5. Short pass. So let's take my screen pass, short pass. And so now I'm looking at the bottom of the card, correct? Because screens
Yes,
are
sir.
so when I flip this here, the dice are kind of, you got dice in the cards, by the way. So if you want to use dice, they are on the cards here, but that's
Mhm.
also a divider. So I need to go to the bottom where it says short pass. And I like how that's done like that. So it really kind of helps figure out what you want to do here. So on a short pass, I'm looking for RT1 block and RG1 block. Okay. So I'm looking for RT1 and RG1. So they're right next to each other. So I have, looks like 5 and 5 on my
Oh,
chart here. So
now we're looking at pass. So you go to the right side of that slab.
Oh, it's right. I'm looking at pass. So I have 8 and 7 is 15.
Mm.
So the right side of the line is protecting me with a 15.
Oh, they're
And
good. They can
I'm
hit.
looking at L1 pass and L2 pass.
Okay.
And my L1 pass.
So you look straight down the pass column, slide over, right there, and you look at L1 where
Oh,
it shows
that's up here, right?
TCKL. Right.
Oh, see, I'm looking at, why would I want to look over here?
Because the original version inside the game gives you positions. But you're
Okay.
going to see the positions when you're looking at the code that names them.
Okay.
So it's
So,
lineman one, lineman two.
oh,
You know
that's
what I mean?
lineman. Okay.
Basically.
So I have a 6
Mm-hmm.
and a 6. So I have a 12.
Yes.
All right. So a slight edge to Boston College here. So I'm going to roll a 1 and a 3. So a 1 and a 1, 2, 3. So Boston College would win that matchup by 1, correct?
Yep.
And so on the short pass, complete quarterback gain yards. So if I look over here, so I'm assuming I'm going to go right to the 15 yards here on the gain.
You got it.
All right. So
15 yards.
15 yards, 5, 10, 15.
Let me hear it.
First down.
There you go.
So that's a first down. It's going to be another play. We reset this over here. It's 1st and 10.
Yep.
And yeah, here we go. All righty.
I mean, I know we just ran a couple of plays, but you see how smooth it plays. It's just
I can see that, once you get going here, and like I say, I'm showing everything, and this is my very first time playing it, so I can see how it's a little slow.
yeah, but I didn't realize you have a pretty good grasp for the one time you learn stuff. You got a pretty good grasp of what's going on, where to look on the cards, and
Yeah, it's simple how this kind of handles it. Until I get to the crazy stuff. It's pretty simple. All right, so let's roll our dice. So it's a 1st and 10. So I have a 19 and a 9. So a 19 is going to be another short pass. So it's going to be this card here, and a 9. If I need the 9, I'll check it out. Vinny, Tony wants to ask, can you describe how the tackling works on defense? Oh, okay. So if I go back to this last card here on the short pass, okay. Where's my pen here? So it's either an incomplete pass or it's a 15-yard gain, and that's who's in on the tackle, Vin, right? LB2 and DB7.
100%.
So if you're keeping track of stats for tackles, that's how that would be. Now over here, if this was a goal line here, because that's the goal line, if the excuse me, if it's off the offense, everything stays in red. So it'd be no gain, tackle by LB1. If it was on the defense, then it's a 2-yard loss, tackle by LB5. So everything's color coordinated. So red, I believe, is, so you just stay red the whole way. So if offense win, everything's red. If defense win, everything's blue. And it will give you the tacklers down here as well.
It's
So
so
that's kind of,
simple. It's simple. I mean, I don't track tackles
I
unless
don't
I'm
either. Yeah.
playing this. I did a game with Manti Te'o. Do you remember him? With Notre Dame. He was
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
world. He fell
Yeah.
into trouble. And I had to do that. Well, the subs, Tony, will come. No, there's no need to track them. Right. They will come up during the game. Your running backs will come up during the
Yeah,
game.
so
You might
that'll
even get
tell you, if it's L1, 2, or 4, or 3, 5, 6, 7. So they're
oh yeah. Oh
all the
yeah.
backup guys are in here, and even the same with the running backs, all these
Yep.
different guys in here. So from time to time, that'll just tell you who does it and who makes the play. All right, so we said that we had a short pass here on 1st and 10, right? And so let's reset our matchup scores here. And you don't necessarily have to use these if you can just remember what they are. So if you can remember that it's 9 versus 10, and then you roll the dice, you don't necessarily need these. I'm just using them to show
Right.
how this matchup board
Right.
works.
And
here.
guys love it. I keep it on a sheet. Like I said, I resolve the offense first and the defense second. So I know we'll say like the offense's ratings came to 7. Okay. What's the die going to do? Oh, 3? Now they're at 10. I write it in. Then I resolve the defense's stuff. And it's a little more exciting for me too. So, but yeah, there's no need to substitute. Nothing.
And JAA comes by. Who's another big bank shot guy. I love watching his bank shot stuff.
Tony, I will say this. The cards make this game. Playing out of the rule book it's good game. It's a good game. but there's no
Oh yeah,
comparison.
let me show you what Vinny's talking about. Um, so in the book here, which is a pretty thick book. Um, so you have the cards in the book here. So you would roll. So if you got a screen pass, let's say, you would roll, 0 to 100, and so you get one all the way up to here, and this would be your play.
Right.
So on this play, but it's so much faster just to flip a card.
Right,
You
and not
call it
only
up.
that, the variety of plays are
Yeah.
immensely more.
Yeah. So you get what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So you get 20 plays. It looks like, and then but I have way more fast action cards than 20.
Yeah,
So in the book here, you can just go right to it and look at what the play is. So
right.
that's all in the book here. But the fast action cards, they feel so good, they look so good,
Yep.
and so we're just doing a couple of slow plays here. Then at some point, we'll try to pick up the pace just to show you that this is not just a slug of a game.
Yeah.
All right, so we said that we got a short pass coming up here again, and so comes a short pass at the bottom. QB accuracy and QB sack. So my accuracy is 6 and my sack is 6. So I got a 12.
Yes,
And I'm
sir.
going against LB2 pass. So my LB2 pass is 3.
Yep.
And defensive attack. Defensive attack is 5, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So that's going to give me 8.
Yes.
So I have 12 versus 8 going into the matchup. And I rolled a 6 and a 0. And now is that a 0 or a 10?
That's a 10.
What? Oh, it is a 10?
Yes.
All right, so that's going to put me up to 22, and a 6 and an 8 is 14. So Boston College wins that. Okay. Oh yeah, you're right. I'm looking at the wrong section. So so let me back that up. Yep. I still need to get used to that. Which side I'm looking at here? Again, first game, plenty of mistakes. Accuracy and sack we said was 12. So let me back that up to 12. And then we said LB2 pass and LB3 pass. So we have a 7 and a 3 is a 10. Okay, so that's a little bit better. But then I still rolled a 10 and a 6, so that's going to bring.
Hold on.
It's still
LB3 pass.
Yeah, an LB2 pass. Yeah.
7. All right. Yes.
So I have a 3 and a 7 is a 10. So 10 plus 6 is 16, and that 10 plus a 12 is 22. So it's still going to be a win. So actually, it's going to be an incomplete pass, which is better than a sack. Okay. So incomplete pass. Yeah. So that's the one thing I need to get used to is looking at which side here, because it is doubled up with screen and short. It does say it on here, and that's one thing I was doing too when I was playing it with STUs. Is I'm always looking at the wrong side, because I'll start here, and then for some reason I'll screw it up.
Well, I had that trouble with bank shot. I had to do something to cover it, but I didn't realize how you use the pawn to cover the spot that you're not looking on the card.
Yep. All right, so we'll figure it out here. All right, so we have a second and 10. So let's roll the dice here, and I got a 15 and a 6. So a second and 10. It's going to be a short pass again. All right, so let's come over here. Short pass at the bottom. The receiver, who's a 6. So let's find out how I get my receiver. So it's just receiver, right? 6. So I'm looking at Ken Bell. Would that be correct on the 6, right? On the receiver, Ken Bell.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so his reliability, or his Ken Bell, 4 and 2. So it's run then pass, correct?
Yep.
So I got a 2.
Mm-hmm.
And passing offense. Passing offense. Oh, it's up here. 6. So is that 8? 2 and right? And now for the defense, I get DB pass, DB2 and DB3. And they're right next to each other. And I got a 4 and a 5. It's going to give me 9. So going into this, it's a 1. And that 9 is going to blast them in. So it's going to be a defensive win for Stanford. And so the defensive win is going to be an incomplete pass. So third down. And that's it. Now, the one thing I want to just show people here, this red is not indicated of the card here, okay, because I got a lot of colors going on. This red is to indicate Stanford, and the white is Boston College. So this red has nothing to do with the card. I just wanted to clear that up in case anybody's watching here. It's always red offense and blue defense is kind of how this goes. So, okay, so there is that. So now we have a 3rd and 10. So I got a 3rd, and I'm going all the way over to this column right here, Vin, right? 3rd and 10. All right, so I got a 5 on 3rd and 10, and a 5 is a draw play.
Ooh.
Okay, a draw play with a number 8. So let's go to the draw on 3rd and 10. And at the bottom, okay, rusher 8. So if I come over here to my rusher, it's going to be Troy Stradford. Okay.
Yes.
And his rely and his rush. So I have an 8 and rusher gain.
Wow, that's a high rely. Nice.
So I have an 8 and a 5. So it's 13 on the run, correct? So I have a 13 for the offense. On the draw play, the defense, it's L1 and LB1 rush. So L1 rush, I have a 4. LB is a 5, so I have a 9. I'll just leave it right there on the 9. All right, so let's see what happens on this play. And, they had 5, and they had 9. And so it's going to be a defensive win. Smoked behind the line for a -3-yard run.
Isn't that tied? The matchup's not tied?
Was it tied? Did I
Well, I'm
screw that
looking
up?
at where you have the pawns, and you have 18 and 18.
No, I screwed something up over here. So we said
Well, Stratford was 5 and 8,
for 13.
and you rolled a 5.
Oh, you might be right. 18. And over here we said it was 9 and 9 for 18. Oh, you are correct.
Okay.
So a tie goes to the power team, right?
The team with the highest power, yes.
And so we said Boston College had one more. And so, okay, well, in either case, it's going to stink. It's either a 3-yard gain or 3-yard loss on 2nd and 10. So it will be. Okay, on a tie, he'll gain 3. So 1, 2, 3. All right. Again, I'm still getting used to this stuff here. Okay, so on the draw play, we kind of skunked that one here. So let's play 5. So now we got a punt, right?
Yep.
So now we got a punt. So we got to pull out the book here for the punt. And let's see what page I'm going to for a punt.
And it should be page 30. No, let me see. 38 in the book.
Advanced punting. So we're going to go 38. All right. Yeah, I think I'm going to eventually print these out just to kind of have a sheet.
Print them out and laminate them.
Okay, just so I have a sheet handy.
I don't even know how you could see that. Yeah.
All right. So we have the advanced punting here on 4th down. And so it's just kind of we're not coffin cornering, right? So my punter is Steve Peach. He is a peach. And as long as 54. So let's see. I need the percentile die. So a 57 average yards. So that's just what his kick is, right? 37? Is that 37?
I'm looking at his kicking and his punt. His yardage is. Who am I looking at? Oh, I'm looking at Stanford. Yes, 37. I'm sorry.
37. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37. Okay, so it's taken at the 28. So
now you roll on the 20-sided die, and you see who's returning it.
So I got a 19 on my punt return. So instead of Mike Toller, it's going to be Vincent White.
Yeah, and he's even better.
Oh, boy, yeah.
He's got a burn of 10. Oof.
Okay, so now my returns, my punting returns. Let's see here. Like I said, I need to get these printed out so I can just kind of grab them without flipping through the book.
For sure. That's on 37.
Okay, so it's 1 back. Okay. So advanced returns.
Oh, this is exciting. This guy's good.
All right, so he's got it on the 28s. And I rolled a 47 on my punt returns. And it's going to be average yards. And his average...
His average is scary is what it is.
It says 21, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 21 yards. Okay, good. All right, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. So up to the 49-yard line. And that's where Stanford will take over. So Stanford ball in a 0-0 game. So
and tell everybody who's Stanford's quarterback.
John Elway. So BC's first possession is a punt, and it's still 0-0. All right. Let's see if we can pick up the pace a little bit here,
Okay.
Finn. So let's roll our die. Again, blue being the play. So 11, 18 is our finder. And there's no adjustment on the roll. So we're going to go screen pass. And it's going to be quarterback pick. So Elway's pick is a 7. And this is, again, this is Stanford. Against defensive takeaways. I like how it's not always the player. Sometimes it's
Yes, the
it's
team.
so I have an 8 on defensive takeaways.
Think
All right,
of
so
it
it's
as a
8
unit.
versus 7 right now.
Right.
Okay, yeah. So I'm on the right part of the card, screen pass, and here we go. Oh, we have a 9 for Stanford, so that's going to give them a 16 and a 6, and 8 is 14. So Stanford wins it, and it's going to be an incomplete pass.
Oh, wow.
So which is better than an interception.
Yeah.
Now, what is this plus 3 yards interception plus 15 yards? Does that be a picked off the screen pass or ran it back 15?
Yes, the screen pass would have gone 3 yards, and the return would have been 15.
Oh, I like that. So it's all kind of right there.
Yep. And then if you wanted to keep track, you roll on the defense, the where it has the INTR, and you'll see on your rangefinder who intercepted.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're back to second down.
Incomplete.
Incomplete, second down. So let's roll again here. And so we have a 20 on second and 10. So it's going to be a medium pass this time. So we're going to pull up the medium pass. Coach's choice. All right, what do we have here? The coach can choose the rusher or receiver for this play. Draw another card for the result. Does not apply to rare or power plays. So I would say if we're going medium pass, we want our top receiver, correct?
Yes.
So I'm thinking it's going to be Emil Harry. He's wide receiver 1. So he's wide receiver 1. So we're going to go use the coach's choice for the receiver. It's going to be Emil Harry. So we're going to ignore that and go to Harry. All right. And boy, I still can't get that to look good over there. Trying to give you guys a little bit of view here. All right. So we got a medium pass, and that's going to be at the top. Now, is there ever a long? Oh, there is long pass at the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Too bad you weren't throwing one. There's something good there I saw.
Yeah, rare play. All right, so we got RB2 block and the tight end 2 stayed in the block. So RB2 blocks, we have it's run then pass, which is weird because second season's pass then run, I think.
I know. It's just it got me confused that for a while first too.
All right, so it's the RB2 is a 2.
Mm-hmm.
And the tight end 2 blocking is a 2 as well. So we got a 4 going into LB3 pass. And LB3 pass is a 6. And DB6 is a 3. So we have, oh boy, so that's a 9 versus a 4. So, boy, I tell you, Stanford's in some trouble here on this medium pass. And so we're going to add 4 to 4 is 8, and 3 to 9 is 12. So BC defense wins, and that's just going to be an incomplete pass.
Mm-hmm.
So that actually wasn't too terrible. All right, so Elway fires that one incomplete. So now we have a 3rd and 10. And we got a 14 on 3rd and 10 with a 19 on the finder. And so a 14 on 3rd and 10. And a 14 is going to be another medium pass. All righty. So quarterback accuracy, quarterback pick plus 3. So we have a 6, a 7, that's a 13, and 3 is 16, right?
Yeah.
So that's a 16. DB1 pass is a 9.
Oh, wow.
Plus defensive takeaways, which is 8, which is 17. So it comes down to basically this die roll here. And 8 and 4. So 4 is going to get them to 20, and 8 is going to put them up to 25. So BC will win that defensive matchup, and it's okay. So this was a medium pass, so it's plus 10 yards. It's intercepted.
Oh, boy.
And they bring it back 1D6.
Okay.
And I'll just look at that right there. So I'll say 6 yards.
Okay.
I'll just use the die roll here, just to make it simple.
So
we're going to go 10 yards. So 10 yards. So it's picked off at the 41, intercepted, and brought back 6 yards.
Right.
So it's going to be BC ball,
And if you were keeping stats, you could roll to see who it is, but we're not.
Yeah. Well, so I'll just do it here. So I got a 13 on interceptions, and it's going to be Tony Thurman, the free safety.
Oh, and he was the 9 too. He was the one that really
And
helped the
the,
play
the
along.
pass was intended for 8, Vincent White. So the pass of Vincent White was taken away by Tony Thurman. And so BC gets the ball back. So Stanford, Elway is picked off.
Mike
Okay.
Oliver.
Oh,
Oh,
you're cutting
what?
out on me. You're cutting out on me. Yeah, Vin's internet is kind of crapping out on me right now. Go Stanford. P-Jet comes by. Hi, P-Jet.
I am.
Yeah,
Good.
you're getting wicked choppy right now. Someone's
Are we good?
no, you're
Can you
even your
hear me?
I can barely. Your video's wicked choppy
Wonderful.
too. I don't know what happened over there.
The connection's fine.
It might clear up in a minute. Sometimes those things happen over the
I
internet.
don't know. It's looking good on my end. And
Yeah, you're frozen on my end. Oh, now you're back.
yeah.
It could have just been an internet hiccup.
Okay.
I think you're back now. I think we'll see.
Okay. Because my signal's great. Everything else was great.
It could be anything between here and there. It could
Okay.
be P-Jet. P-Jet might have come in and been
Did he just show
sabotaged.
up? Yeah, he
He
did.
did. He's probably
He's like,
sabotaged.
how come we're not playing hockey?
Right. P-Jet, have you you haven't tried the 49 quick decks hockey? I played that. That'll be coming out on the channel soon enough too. All right, so Flutie's got the ball back. BC with the ball. Scoreless game, second drive. And so we have a 20 and we have a 9. So it's going to be a medium pass by Flutie. All right, so coaching and team power rating.
Okay.
Boy, let's see. So team power rating and coaching. So is that this right here?
Yes.
And that.
Yes.
So I got a 12. Okay. It's really funny and fun how it does all different ratings. It's not just one. Also, and the same thing over here, coaching and team power rating. So I have 4 and 4 and 4. Is that an 8? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's roll our dice here.
Okay.
And 8 and 12 is 20 and 9. They gave it a good run, 17. So Boston College wins that. Complete for a receiver gain times 2.
Oh, wow.
So if I go to my receiver, 6, that's going to be Ken Bell. And his gain, right?
Yeah.
So so it's an 11. That's 11 on his card. So if I'm looking at it here, right? So we have Ken Bell, 4 run, 11 on the pass.
Yep.
So I got an 11. Now, is that 11 times 2 for 22?
You got it.
On the medium pass, 22 yards, 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, all the way down to the 31-yard line. First down.
There you go.
And Flutie's got him moving here. As Micah comes by. Hey, look at that, Micah. Good to see you. I'd imagine someone doing a more thorough job than ST. Yeah, no, this is my very first time playing it. I played with ST in Ohio and then in Colorado there a couple days ago. But I'm just Vinny's like the expert here. He's played more than me, so I'm just kind of mucking my way through it. This is my very, very first attempt at this by myself. Just saying. So,
Micah, do you have the game?
I think he bought it. Yeah, I don't know if he got it in yet, but I think he did buy it.
I mean, anybody in the chat, if you have any struggles or anything, feel free to question me. I love the game. I played a lot of it, a lot. So just keep that in mind. I'll gladly help anybody out with it.
So Micah's copy shipping next week. Yeah. What's great about it, Micah, is you get all these cards here, all these fast action cards like you saw. And I got a whole bunch of them here, and they're off to the side over here. And I got my team cards that I'm looking at, as you can see.
Tony, get all 3. Tony, get all 3 decks. You will not regret it. If you don't like them, I literally will buy them from you. I will bless somebody else, but you're not going to give them back.
And then they come in these these fantastic boxes too. I think I've showed them off here. But so the fast action cards will come in something like this. I mean, these boxes just they're unbelievable.
You can bludgeon somebody with the corner of it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yep.
and the game box too is just fantastic. I mean,
That's the
look
only
at
thing
that.
I didn't get, but I like it. I might have to.
So you just get the whole shebang. Excuse me, and then I also have these. I don't know what these. I got the gamer appreciation deck, and
Yes, that's the one he had come out with. Originally, he was giving it to guys who were pushing the game and promoting it a lot, and guys asked, "Would we be able to get it?" Those aren't you aren't giving it to, and he's like, "You know what? He might as well." It made sense to me.
yeah, okay.
So they all, guys have bought it.
Yeah, but I like how I got the like I say, I have all my cards over here. Red is run and blue is pass, and they're all
Mhm.
off on the side over here. And I'll flip them over here as we go. So we got a 1st and 10 now
Yeah, it was a big
for
play.
for Flutie. All right, so let's roll our dice, and we have an 11 and a 13. So an 11 is going to be a screen pass. So we're going to pull out our screen pass card on 1st and 10, and it's going to be receiver 13. So if I come over here to my receiver, and a 13 is going to be Gerald Phelan, right?
Yep.
Wide receiver 1, actually. Okay, wide receiver 1. We're going to check Phelan's rely, which
He's the
is,
one that caught the Hail Mary.
oh, he was the one?
Yep, yep.
Oh, I didn't know that. So he's got a 7. So we got a 7 over here, and he's going up against the passing defense, which my passing defense is a 6. So we have a 7 versus 6. So now we need to roll them up here. And just a 1 and a 7. It's going to be a 13. So that's going to be Boston College. They've been getting all the rolls in this game. They really have.
So far.
So it's going to be complete for the receiver gain +2.
Ooh,
And
nice.
Phelan is that a 15 +2?
Yeah.
17 yards, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17. Down to the 14-yard line.
Wow.
Another first down.
I mean, even the backs have double-digit gain. This is why you could see why Flutie had so many yards. A lot of big plays. A lot of big plays.
Yeah.
And you just see it in the game as you look at it. You start reading things. It's like, oh, you're quite welcome, Tony. You're going to love it.
Yeah, Brent Musburger. Well, you are looking live
Yeah.
at Studio B.
Flutie's
And
getting
you
it
like the
done right
teams that
now.
he's choosing, not just the same ones as everyone else. You're not seeing any other game with Southern Illinois and UW Whitewater. I
Yeah.
never heard of UW Whitewater,
No, me either. And I'll probably never
but it
use
is
them,
kind of
but
fun. That
I
yeah,
like looking at them.
yeah, you get some teams that are different. All right. So we have a 1st and 10 from the 14 of Stanford. All right, let's see what we got going on. Now, at some point, we can't run long and medium passes, correct?
Well, if you get inside, you can roll your dice wherever you're at, right?
Yeah.
But if inside the 5-yard line, you got to use the goal line column, the far right. See it?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And those won't come up. It'll only be goal line run or pass.
Okay. ST thought of everything. You know what I mean?
He really did. He's not in the room, right? Because I don't want his head to explode. But
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
a genius.
He did not order waffles at the Waffle House.
What do you eat? Hash browns or something?
Yeah. Yeah. His steady diet is hash browns and chips. And that's how he fuels himself. That's how he fuel. I think he puts that in his car gas, and the gases in his car too. It's just chips and hash browns.
And not Diet Coke. He drinks Coke, Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, you get warm Coca-Cola at that hotel. Let me tell you, that was crazy.
I'll be prepared next year.
Kind of hoping they find a different venue next year. Just again, it was fine, but there was enough about it that I was like, ew. All righty. So let's go here. 1st and 10.
Yep.
15. That was a 15 and a deuce. 15-2. 1st and 10, 15. So we're going to go short pass. Yeah. And again, I'm pulling off the screen in the short. I got to remember to read the bottom. LT block, LT1 and RT1 block. So let's look at my blocks here. So we have that's a pass, right? So we have a 7 and a 7. That's a 14. And they're going against L2 L2 pass. Yep. So I got a 6 on my L2 pass, and a DB3 pass is a 4. So that's going to give me a 10. So that's where we stand right now, 14-10. And 7, 17-3. 1, 2, 3. It's a tie, but it goes to the power team with the best power, and we determined that Boston College has one more power, right? One
Right.
more.
And if their
So
power was equal, then you would be the home team.
okay,
Okay.
okay, yep. Alrighty. So Musburg was on the call with a Hail Mary. Flutie did
Oh,
it.
I don't remember that, Tony.
I think I had it on the radio. The Flutie did it. Flutie did it.
I remember the play, but
I watched it live.
yeah, I didn't.
I was members in high school. I was actually living with my friend, and well, long story. And me and his dad were watching this game on Thanksgiving. Was it Thanksgiving Day or the day after Thanksgiving? Day after, I think it was. And I remember watching that, and we were sitting there, and he hit the pass, and we were both jumping up and down. Watch that live. I was still in high school.
That was incredible.
All right, so offense is going to win this. Wait. Oh, I looked at the wrong one again, Vin.
Okay.
It's short pass. So I'm always going to the top. Short pass. So I screwed this up again. Okay. Let's start over here again. I just need to, because I'm talking and I'm whatever. So we got to go to the bottom. LT1, RT1. I usually start off pretty good, and then I get lost on the board here. So we have 15. No wait, LT and RT1. 7 and 7 is 14.
Right.
Okay, so I got that right. And then the 5 would be 19. And then over here, L2 passes. Maybe no. See. I keep going to the top.
Okay.
I haven't trained myself to look to the bottom yet. So I got the block. So now I need DB4 and DB5. So again, that's my bad. So I have a 3 and a 5 is 8. 8 and 9 is 17. So it's still a BC win. So BC wins complete. And so it's going to be the receiver gain. So I get receiver 2.
Was it a screen pass or a short pass?
Oh, man.
Okay, so just go to the result of the short pass.
Yeah. I always want to go to the top. I haven't. This is going to take a while to get used to.
And again, when at the beginning, I used to get a blank card when I flipped it and covered a section that I wasn't using.
That's actually a good idea. That's actually a real good idea. Block that out.
You know what? Since you end up with like 8 trillion season ticket baseball blank cards, I saved them now.
Yeah.
I use them for a lot of different things.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll just block that out. All right. So, down here. So complete for a first down. So I take it that's 10 yards, right?
Yes. If it just says first down.
All right. So we got a first and goal now.
Right. So if it would have been like first and 17, it would have been a 17-yard game.
Okay, so we have a first and goal. I like that idea. I'm going to use this little nubby thing here to take that away. All right, so now we got to roll over here because it's first and goal, right?
Yep.
Inside the 5. So that's inside the 5, correct?
Yep.
All righty. So BC knocking on the door. We have a 2 with a 9, and a 2 is outside run. So I read off the top. That's going to be easy. Breakaway run.
That's a touchdown.
The finder chose the rusher for the play. All right, so a 9. So that's going to be Troy Stratford. This is my rusher. Take the rusher's gain and multiply it by 5. So his gain is 5.
Waste to get that contact
situation. He takes the handoff, runs that many. On the goal line run, it's a TD. So it's a goal on the goal line. So on outside. So he gets 25 yards. So he's going to cash in and score. All right. So touchdown run by Stratford. All right. So BC TD run by.
Fina asked if it was anything like second season. It's not at all. It's a totally different game.
It's called matchup, and it's about matchups. It's in second season, you check the rating of one person. Usually, it's one person. Here, you're matching up. You're looking at different things off the offense compared to the defense. See who wins the matchup, and then you look again on the card here. So on this one here, if the offense wins, it's a gain times 2. So it was a 22-yard gain earlier, and then if the defense wins, it's incomplete pass. So it's all about who wins the matchup and what's going to happen on the play.
Yeah, it's all fast action card driven. And yeah.
All right, so let's kick the point. All right. So we'll go to extra points here. Boy, they moved right down the field, didn't they?
That was a big interception.
Yeah, they got it at midfield. So I need to get my cheat sheets. Is blocking field goal attempts, special teams. Help me find the extra points in the kicking and field
Alright,
goal.
so look at the, I'm gonna tell you exactly how to do it because I didn't bring the rule book out, but you look at the special teams card, you look at the kicker,
Yeah,
you see his guide, GUID
yeah,
rating.
yeah.
Okay, it's an extra point, XP,
XP2.
2. Anything higher than 2, it's good.
And what dice do I roll?
That would be the 20-sided.
Really? So he's going to miss 10% of his extra points, huh?
These kickers back then weren't great, but
Yeah, in the 80s. I'm trying to find that in the rule book here just so I can kind of put my hands on it.
if I can get up and look at my. Oh wait, I even have it on my phone, I believe.
I just like to see these things for myself when I tell people about
Yeah,
them.
I get it.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to print out special teams, kickoff, kick a field goal, kick an extra point. You roll D20. There's an extra point number under guide. That is a number that it begins a successful kick. If he has XP2, oh, okay. So if it's XP2, it's good from 2
Yes.
and above. So I would
Right.
need to roll a 1 for him to miss.
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to roll the blue. A 1 is no good, and a 15 is good. So the kick is up, and the kick is good. And so it's 7-0 for BC, and they will kick off from the 30s. Is it the 30 or 35? I think it was the 35. Okay. Oh, you know what I just did? I dropped my my little timing thing over there. I got too many crazy things going on. So let me get my timing thing back.
Oh, your play counter. Okay.
Yeah, I dragged my arm across it. So that is that. Okay, and I knew I would. I didn't put one of these there because they stand up, and I didn't want to hit it. But now I'm hitting it with my arm. All right, so let's go back to our kickoff here. So Kevin Snow is going to kick this off again with a 32, and a 32 says, "Return the field's kickoff at the 1-yard line. Let it roll."
Okay. So now there's been addendums made, but to play as the rule book, if you want to let it roll, it's a touchback. Otherwise, you could return it from the 1-yard line. You'd have to look up who's returning it.
Yep. So a 9 would be Kevin Williams. He's got an average return to 23.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're going to let him bring it back. Right? We'll catch it at the 1. We're not going to let it roll. We don't want to do that. And so let's go to my advanced returns, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And so we're going to roll here. And so a 25 says average minus 1d10 yards. So
Ooh.
he's going to get the 23 minus 4.
Not
so it's
bad.
19. So it brings it out to the 20. So it it come out in the wash. Alrighty, so that's where we stand right now. All right, so 7-0 BC, folks. In case you're just tuning in, we're playing some matchup college football here for the first time. And let me see. Cutter Historical is talking about Stanford. The play actually screwed Stanford out of the Hall of Fame Bowl if it wasn't talked about yet. No, that I didn't know. I didn't know about that. So let's play on here. So 1st and 10 for Elway now. So we have a 2 and a 1. So outside run. So outside run is at the top.
Look
Okay,
who's running.
Rusher rely on a 1. Elway.
Mm-hmm.
Elway is going to run. And it says his rusher relies, so it's going to be a 3 plus LT1 block is a 3. So that's a 6. All right, if I'm doing that right.
Yep.
And now L2 on the defense, L2 rush is it's only a 2, and LB1 rush is a 7. Oh, that's Mike Ruth.
Wow.
And
look who's right below him.
9.
The maniac.
Bill Romanowski. Yeah, I didn't know Romanowski. Mike Ruth. There was a charity basketball game that the vice president of my company was playing in, and it was against some of the Celtics, and Mike Ruth was one of the guys in the game.
Cool.
And actually, I think he got into a fight with somebody from from my company. There was all this pushing and shoving. It's like, oh my God, just come on, people. It's a charity game.
Charity game, nice. It's like a
charity
parent
basketball game.
screaming at a Little League baseball game.
Maybe it was Patriots instead of Celtics, but Mike Ruth was there. I remember Mike Ruth said, give the ball to Ruth. That's all they said. Give the ball to Ruth the whole time. Yeah, I don't know. All right, so now we need to roll here. So it's going to be a 9 versus 6 and 3 and a 3. So it's going to that'll go to the offense. I mean the Boston College. So on this here on the outside run, the Elway reliability -2. So it's going to be a 1 yard gain.
Yep.
So we get to the 21. So Elway runs for 1 yard. All right. So it's going to be 2nd down and 9 after all that. Okay. So Elway's on the keeper. And so we need to move this out of the way and we'll reset all our matchups. So we have 16 and 16. Nice and easy. 2nd down. 2nd and here. 16 is a medium pass. So let's block this off so I don't forget that. Passing offense versus passing defense. Simple enough. Passing offense is 6. Passing defense is 6, so it comes down to the roll.
Oh, passing defense. Boston College.
Oh, 8.
Yes, sir.
8, okay. 6 and 8, okay. And so we have 8 and 8, so Boston College wins again. Incomplete pass. So
Wow.
3rd down. Wow, BC is really kind of dominating here.
They're stifling. This wasn't a great Stanford team. I mean, they were 5 and 6, and they gave up 27 a game, scored 29,
Yeah.
28.
Oh, so we got to move this up here. Keep forgetting to move. I think we're right about 13 plays. We've been moving the ball really fast. All right, so we have a 3rd, and what do we have? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3rd, 9. So we're going to go off of this column right here. So we have a 12 and a 15. So it's going to be short pass. All right, so let's block that off here. Passing offense versus passing defense. We just went through this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we have a 6 and an 8. So we'll just kind of put them back to 6 and 8 on the passing defense. And, 8 and 8 is 16 and 16. So we got a tie, but it goes to Boston College. And it's going to be complete for a minus. So we're going to say complete for a -4. So he dumps it off on the short pass, and it's going to be a 4-yard loss, right?
Wow. Yeah.
Back to the 17. So that's going to bring up a 4th down. And looks like they're going to have to punt this away. Right? And we want to go back to our punting chart, which you said was on 38. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to have to get the PDFs and just print these charts out so I can get right at them. All righty. So let's roll the ball here. So our punter is going to be Trip Harden. Ooh, an 11. Ooh. Average -1d6. So let's just pick -3. So his average is 40 -3 is 37.
Mm-hmm.
37. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37. So it's going to be taken here. Now, the finder tells us who's returning the kick.
Yes, sir.
And so it's going to be Kelvin Martin.
Ooh.
And on the return, on the kick punt return, Kelvin Martin, a 29, is average minus a D10.
Right.
We'll call that 10. So
so it's no gain at all.
No gain.
Right?
Yeah. So he's just gonna it's 10 - 10. So that is that. So and I lost
Marco and Joe Cards just showed up.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Vin's showing me some of this here.
I know Joe's looking to learn it. I'm going to show him next week when they come to my house.
Nice.
Which is going to be cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
All right, 1st and 10. Boston College gets the ball back. They just shut Elway down.
So here's what's happened in the game, folks, so far, is we're halfway through we got to go up to 37 here. So we're not quite halfway through the first quarter. So BC punted. Stanford had an interception, and then BC drove the field for a touchdown run from Stratford, and Stanford just punted again. So we've had each team with a punt, and then the interception is kind of a bummer there. All right, so Flutie ball. We got a 16 and a 12. So a 16 is going to be a medium pass. So let's go here and let's block off the bottom. And it's going to be receiver 12. Receiver 12 is going to be Steven Strachan. On my no, it's not. Receiver 12 is actually going to be Phelan, Gerald Phelan again.
Mm-hmm.
So his reliability, now he's not a triangle, so his reliability is 7 on a pass against LB2 pass, which is a 3, if I'm looking at that correctly. Really, LB2. So he's going up against Gary Wimmer. Micah, any relation to you? Right?
Oh,
Right? Right? I got a Gary Wimmer here. Is that something you know? How about that?
And Micah, well, I'll be bringing it to Canton. So
We're going to be bringing a lot of football games to Canton. It's going to be fun. All righty, so let's roll our dice here. So we have a 7 and a 6. So it's going to give us a 10 and a 13. And so it's going to be a BC win. So it's going to be complete quarterback gain plus 1 yard. So Flutie's gain is 15.
Wow. Yep.
Plus 1 is 16. 5, 10, 15.
Up yardage.
Yes, he is. And that's a first down. So I didn't fix that. So first down.
Rowdy's going to the bank. He said he's going to have to spend some money.
Rowdy, yeah, right. This works. I haven't even read the directions yet. I've just played it with a couple of people.
I'm stunned. I didn't realize how you've grasped a lot of it. The biggest problem is like not knowing, and I had that problem. I tell you, so I put the card on top of the section I wasn't reading from.
Yep. I've been using this, and this has really helped me out. Ty says, what happens if your matchup number's a tie? Then you come over here, Ty, and you look at the power ratings. And so for this game, Boston College is a 5 to a 4. So I haven't read the instructions, but from what Vinny told me, the Boston College will win every tie because of their power matchup. If that was the same, then it's the home team. So that's what Vinny's saying. That's what I'm going to go with until I read it. I think that's what ST said, too. And Marco says it was. Oh yeah, no relation. Says Micah. He grew up in a Marshall Thundering Herd household. So
we know
alrighty.
who the Marshall player is, right?
That's Brandon right. Moss. Yeah. And he was he was your great uncle's sister's ex-roommate. And Joe says he's bringing some football games to Canton as well, and we'll sneak in a hockey game too. Oh yeah, we have to sneak in a hockey game or maybe some bank shot. You never know.
ST coming in 5 minutes late with the echo of how to break a tie. Thank you.
That's all right. He's driving right now. He's driving. He's in the back seat of his limo.
I was gonna say, I figured that.
Yeah, and he's probably getting terrible cell reception over there in I think he's by Devil's Tower. I think he said he was. But yes, if it's a tie, the high power wins. If tied on power, home team wins. If power tied a neutral site, just roll a decider or something like that. Okay, so let's get back to it here. So it's a first down at the 38-yard line, and so let's reset all of our matchups here, and let's see what Flutie wants to do now here. So we have an 8 and a 6. So it's going to be an outside run. So let me put this here. Let me cover up the bottom so I don't look at it. And we got a 6. So the rusher is going to be Troy Stratford, who has the touchdown. Looking at his gain, which is 5, and the rushing offense. Okay, so just to show everybody. So we have his gain, which is 5, and the rushing offense is 5. So we have a 10 right now for Boston College, going up against high rush. So am I just in rushing defense? So if I'm looking at, so I just take the highest number here.
You are the man.
So Garen Veris, who I think Garen Veris was a Patriot, wasn't he? So that's going to be a 7, and 5 is 12. So actually, for the first time, Stanford's going in with the lead. It's been a while since they had the lead. So let's roll the dice here. Oh, boy, a 10. 20 and 16, and BC wins again. BC is winning all the matchups.
Isn't it crazy how it could work like that?
Guess what the winning roll is in red. First down. Oh, so they just
Not
continue to march down the field on poor Elway, who's just sitting over there having a drink of water on the sideline.
Boston College is gaining in chunks.
Yeah, I haven't kept track of the stats here, but they're just moving. Okay, so first down, right? So we don't even need to move these hardly at all. And so we're going to get a 1. So it's going to be an inside run. So it's going to go right up the gut here. So let me put this so it doesn't screw me up. LG1 and RG1 block. And so that's going to give us 4. And 5 is 9. And on the defense, L2 and L3 rush. 4 and 2 is 6. Again, BC with the advantage. And a 5 and a 5, so BC wins. It's going to be a 3-yard run for number 10, which is Strachan this time. Yes, so a 3-yard run. So 1, 2, 3. Second down. And we'll move some plays around here. And
what's number 10? Oh, Strachan. Yes, I know what you meant.
Okay.
The finder. Okay.
And the finder, yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, so we have a second and short, so we stay in the first column. Ooh, a 17 screen pass. Screen pass. All right, so screen pass at the top. Passing offense and passing defense. So I have a 6 and a 6, so that's even. So it's going to come down to the die roll. And, this time Stanford's going to win it with the 7. And so that will be an incomplete pass. Just like that. So that'll be third down. And so what are we at the 25? So we have 7. Third and 7. And that was screen pass. Yes. Okay. All right. So third and 7. So I have a 16 on third and 7. So that's this one. And a 16 is short pass with 14 as my finder. So a short pass is at the bottom. Coaching and team power rating.
Ooh.
So I have a 7 and a 5 is 12. And then it's coaching and team power rating. 4 and 4 is 8. So 12 to 8. And 6 and 6, so BC wins. And that's complete for 3 plus 1d20 on the short pass. Oh, and I forgot who the finder was. So
it was
and it's
it was Phelan.
It was Phelan
so
again.
13.
Okay, so Gerard Phelan with another catch, and he's going to gain 3 plus 14, 17 yards.
Wow.
5, 10, 15, 16, down to the 8-yard line. First and goal.
I just noticed the coach at Stanford's Paul Wiggin. I wonder if he's the one that played for the Cleveland Browns. ST would know that.
I don't know. ST knows everything now.
ST knows everything. He even knows how to know everything.
And he likes pineapple pizza. Just saying.
Oh,
I'm just saying. I think he's a pineapple pizza guy.
That's horrible.
It is fantastic. I know.
I love pineapple, but you're killing it with that.
All right, so I'm not in the goal line situation yet, correct?
Correct.
But
it's first and goal, right? Because you're on the 8.
Yeah.
So it's first and goal. Is it first down? Right?
It's
that
first.
Big play.
It's first down.
First and goal from the 8. So you just play it as it is.
So I play it from the goal line over here?
Nope. That's only inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, but it's not a first and 10, though.
It's first and up to 10.
Oh, okay.
See, because then the next column is first and like what? What's the?
But what I'm saying is it's first and 10 up to the first and 19, but it's not first and 10. It's hang on a second. Let me just look at my play chart here. I did see one in here that might kind of spell it out a little bit more. Just want to see it for myself.
Yeah, but you got to use that column. Use the first down column.
I can't read it very well. I just want to see what that says on the chart in here. There was a play chart in here in the book. That's what I'm looking for. Is just to see if I can.
Really?
Yeah, I think there was a play chart in the book. I just want to read that big play chart.
Because Solitaire play chart's the one I know.
Um, Rare plays, power plays. I thought I saw this chart in the book here, and it was nice and clear. The sublimation can sometimes get a little fuzzy.
From when you're inside the 10-yard line?
Yeah, I just want to see what it says on that. And again, this is just a first look, people. This is not us trying to play this in any kind of rush.
I might have taken the rule book off my phone because I have it.
Maybe it doesn't. I thought for sure.
Yeah, and I just, like I said, I played this 1,000 times, and it's just.
But I mean, in the book, there has to be a play calling thing, right?
Yeah, that's the solitaire play call chart that you have on the mat.
Yeah, but if you didn't have the mat, there's still got to be a way of.
It's in there too. Yes, you're right. There's a printable one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to see. Oh boy, I can't find it now.
All right, let me.
I've flipped through here a couple of times, and I just can't. I want to just see it for myself. And I've gone through that. Well, see if you can find it, because I'm not.
I am. I'm looking on Facebook. I have the file.
Time of power plays, calculated plays, Wildcat offense. Okay, 32 solitaire playing chart. 32.
Right.
Why did I not see it? Okay. All right, so here it is. So goal line. You can see right here. Goal line less than or equal to the 5-yard line. So yeah,
Right.
so I think it would just be regular first down chart.
Yes.
But a medium pass though at the 8
That's
is kind of.
okay. It could still happen. You know why? Because the game will give you dump offs. And ST had said that. Don't even be afraid if you have a long pass.
Okay.
Because not every time is a long pass. How are they going to end
Right.
up going downfield?
All right, so we're just going to go off the regular column. And so 19 is going to be a short pass to 13. So a short pass is on the bottom. Power play.
Now, they have a choice to use their only power play. They have first choice because they have the most power points. They're
Okay.
5 against Stanford's 4. If they decide not to use it, now does Stanford use theirs on defense to try and stop Boston College?
I'm going to say no one first and go from the 8. So let's just say no and no. So what do we do? Draw another card?
Yep.
All right, so let's draw another card for the short pass. I still got to figure out those. He was explaining the power plays to me, and I was just like, oh boy, it's something else I got to remember here.
Yeah, once you do them, you.
All right, so we have a quarterback rely and receiver rely. So we have a 13 on my receiver. So we have a 10. And Phelan is 7. 10 is so 17. And we're going against LB2 and DB4. LB2, so we have a 3. And a 5 is 8. Oh boy.
They're weak.
Yeah, 6 and 10. So Boston College wins that. And complete for receiver gain plus 6. And we said that was Phelan, right?
Yep.
Receiver.
That's a touchdown.
Yeah, it is 15 plus 6 is 21. So that's a touchdown for Phelan.
Yep.
So BC, TD pass to Phelan. And the extra point, a 10 is good. So it's 14-0 BC.
Setting up the route.
Yeah, it is. All right, so we're kicking off from the 35. Let's get our kickoff roll. Mike from the truck comes by. So I have a 5 on the advanced kickoff. And that's our return to field's a kickoff at the 10-yard line. All right, so we're going to kick it to the 10, a short kickoff. 13, I believe. Well, I forget if I rolled that. So it's going to be 8. On my kickoff return, it's going to be Kevin Williams. And Kevin Williams
of the Dallas Cowboys.
On the kick return chart is a 42, and it's going to be average yards. So it's going to be 23 yards on the kick return. So it's going to bring it up to the 33, not bad field position. and that's where I want to say Denver, but that's where Stanford will take over. All right, 1st and 10. We're schlepping along here. 14-0 BC, by the way. All right, so let's roll to see what Elway is going to do. We got an 8 and a 10, so it's going to be an outside run. And the rusher is going to be 10, so it's going to be Dotterer, Mike Dotterer. And his rushing score is a 4. And he's not a triangle, so it's a rushing 4 against a rushing defense of 6. We roll for this here. Ooh, Stanford's going to take that one, right?
They need every break they can get.
Yeah. And so it's going to be rusher score, which is 4 plus 9, 13, 5, 10, 13.
That's their biggest gain in the first quarter.
It was. That's a first down.
It's their only first down.
Yeah, I think it is. All righty, so let's see what they're going to do this time. A 16 and a 5. It's going to be a medium pass. Quarterback sack and quarterback rely. So we have a 6 and a 10 for a 16 for Elway. And LB3 and L1s. L1, so we have a 4 and a 6 is a 10. So this is a decisive advantage for Elway. And yeah, they will win that, and that's going to be incomplete.
Amazing. I hate when that happens.
Yeah, which is better than a sack, though.
Yeah.
You know.
So Tony did the 2024. I did a mythical 2023 one with the teams that would have made it. Try to give Florida State a shot after what happened with them when Travis got hurt. But that was fun. I'd like to do 2024 also. Good job, Tony.
I think that's what happens in a season ticket football. Sometimes the best result is incomplete, but that's better than
a sack or an interception.
Exactly, yeah, or a big loss. So we got a 15 and a 17. So we have a 2nd and 10, and a 15 is going to be a short pass. So let's block out the screen pass. This is working, by the way. Good suggestion on that.
Okay.
So again, if you want, let's do this for a bit. Let me focus in on the cards more or less than the field, okay? Just so you can see what's going on here.
And the room could see, yeah.
So So I'll have you follow along with the cards, not so much the field anymore. So it's going to be the receiver 17, and my receiver 17 is going to be this guy here, Emil Harry. Okay, because he's the 17. So Emil Harry, and Emil Harry's reliability is on a pass is a 5.
Right.
And the tight end 2 block, who is Ken Williams, his block is a 2. So it's going to get us to a 7. And on defense, L3 and DB1. So my L3 is David Thomas. So he's got a 6, right, on the pass.
Yeah.
And DB1
That's a good start.
Is 9. So that's a 16. So I have a 16 going up against a 7. So then I roll this and I add that, and so BC wins that one. So defense wins, incomplete pass. That's kind of how that plays out.
0 was huge, that 10.
But I didn't need it. I already had, I was 16 shooting against 7. So that would have had to been reversed, and I don't even know if that still would have worked. All right, so let's roll here. And on my chart, so that's an 11.
Tony Thurman, big play.
So this is a 3rd and 10 now.
Okay.
So that's going to be an 11 is going to be a medium pass, and 7 is my decider there. So it's a medium pass, and my decider is a 7. So let's go medium pass. So let's put that there. Let's block that off. So we have quarterback accuracy and receivers reliability. So let's do my receiver first. It's going to be Vincent White. He's a 7. Elway's accuracy is a 6. So that gives me 13. And on the defense, DB2 and DB3, and they're right next to each other. So I have an 11. So slight advantage going into the roll, 13 to 11 and 9 and 9. So that's going to go to the offense. Receiver gain. So we said that was
oh wow, Vincent White.
Vincent White on the 7. His His gain is 10 plus
Yeah.
4 is 14, right?
Big play. Yeah.
5, 10, 14.
I
That's a
mean, the
first
guy's name
down.
is Vincent. How bad could he be?
Yeah. He's got to be good. All right, so let's roll again. And so we have an 18 and a 9 on the finder. So an 18 on first down is a short pass on my chart. So let's go short pass. Let's block this off so I don't check that. The center block and the right guard 2 block. How about that? So
Right.
the center block is going to be, and we said that's a short pass, right? On an 18 short pass. Yep, we're at the bottom here. So the center and the right guard 2.
Right. Center 2 and the right guard 2.
Yeah, so we have a 4 and a 3 is a 7.
And that's where it uses the subs, as Tony was
Yeah,
asking
and
earlier.
this is what I really like here is, so it called on the backup right guard, which is kind of neat because
And the backup center.
C2. Oh,
Yeah.
you're right. Oh, I didn't see
Yeah.
that.
Same
C2.
rating, but yes.
Okay, so they're both 4. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that way that means something must have happened. Maybe someone's got a sore something wrist or a knee and they're out for a couple of plays. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, no, I really like how that does, as far as going to the backups like that. I do like that.
Yes.
So we said there was a 4 and a 2, 4 and a 3, 7. Yep. Going up against L4 and LB4. Wow, they get some backups in here, huh? So we have a 2 and a 6 is an 8. So we have 8 for BC and 7. And they're tied. So BC will win because they're the powerhouse team. So it's going to be complete. Quarterback gain 12 plus 5 is 17 yards.
Elway.
5, 10, 15. Elway coming to life.
Determined to get them in the end zone.
Yep. So he's willing them back to make this a. And they started this on the 33, I think it was. I think he caught it at the 10 and went to the 33. So they had a pretty good starting position. I forgot to write it down.
Yeah, both teams have. They haven't had to have long drives.
So I have an 18 and I have a 7.
They're throwing.
So we're going to go short pass. And the short pass is power play.
Ooh.
So now what do we do on power plays again?
Okay. The first choice is Boston College on defense. They could pull it out, and that would be their only one of the game. If they decide not to, Stanford could use it on offense. And that would be their only one of the game.
And what can you do with a power play?
Well, what you would do is whoever's using it, you'd flip over the card, their team chart, and there's an offensive power play for rush, defense. So there's rush, there's pass. So depending on who's calling to use it, because they both can't use it. That's why the team with the higher power rating gets first choice.
All right, let's do this for the sake of demonstration purposes.
Okay.
We're going to have Stanford use their power play.
Okay.
So now
You roll the 2 percentile dice.
But how do we know if it's rush or pass? Oh, because it was short pass.
Play. Right.
So short pass. So we're going to have power plays, pass offense, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let's do that.
Exciting.
Okay. So we're going to do
2 10s.
2 10s here. All right. So I forgot I forget what the rolls were. It was short pass, and I forget what the finder was.
It was to White again, Vincent White.
White. Okay. So short pass to Vincent White.
But it might not end up to him with this.
Yeah.
It could go anywhere.
All right. So we're going to go pass offense. So I need to get this up on the screen here. So we're going to go pass offense. So we're going to roll our power play. So this would be our only power play of the game, right?
That would be their end of the. They have no more. Boston College still has theirs.
Okay, so we're going to see what it does. Is what we're going to do here. We probably wouldn't use it on 1st and 10 from the 27 in the first quarter, right?
I wouldn't. But let's show them because we're only playing 1 quarter.
Okay.
Show the crowd.
All right, so we have a 45. So a 45 is Elway completes to coach's choice for first down plus 2d10 yards. So two coach's choice for first down. So he's going to get 10,
right?
Plus 2d10, and
right.
we'll say how about Mike Tolliver? We'll just give it a Tolliver.
Works for me.
just for the heck of it.
Sure.
So on the 45 again, so that's plus 2d10. So he gains 10 plus 6.
16-yard gain.
So they get it to the 11-yard line. All right. So if I zoom back out here, you can kind of see where we are. So we're on the 11-yard line over here. Okay, so that's where we are. So I would say that'd be a good use of it. I mean, you didn't get in the end zone, but we're knocking on the door. 16-yard gain.
I mean,
No,
they
that's
definitely want to get in, so because
it's
you
not.
can't take a chance you don't want a field goal here.
Yeah, it's not terrible use of the power play, but I mean, if I was a little closer, it would have been nice to kind of bang that in, so to speak. All right,
Mm-hmm.
so let's continue on. So we are now 1st and 10 on the 11. So that's how
Mm-hmm.
close we got. All right,
Yep.
so we want to go over here. So we have a 5 and an 8. So we have an outside run. Okay, and so let's go outside run. Penalty rating for the offense.
Okay.
My penalty rating is 8. Okay, so my penalty rating is 8 against L2 rush
Hmm.
on an outside run. We said it was outside run, yeah. L2 rush is it's only a 2.
Yeah.
All right, so here comes the roll, and 10 is 12 and 5 is 13. So Stanford will get it here. No, the camera seems to be okay over here, Barbara.
No, I've seen it. No, Barbara, I'm getting it blurry and delayed too.
It could be my connection. Okay. Okay, it just could be a bad connection going through, so you're probably not getting the
No, I'm
1080p
kidding,
feed.
Barbara. It's your eyes. It's all that coffee you're drinking. You better stop.
Well, again, if it's coming through bad, it could just
Yeah.
be a bad feed tonight going through.
That's
There
what
could
I
be.
think. Because before I was all messed up too. You were saying.
Yeah, you're not chopping anymore. Let me just check my feed here. Yeah, it's coming through really bad. Yep. Yeah, that's the yeah, something's going on with the feed. So we'll wrap this up here because it looks like it cleared up a little bit, but yeah, there's something going on here on the channel.
Barbara.
Yeah, some reason it's just that.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
It's just I'm looking here. We look okay, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's blurry there. So, so we'll just wrap this up here. We'll just finish this drive. I apologize. There's nothing I could do to change this here. So let's go back. So we're an outside run, penalty rating versus the rush. Oh, so and then we did we already roll? I forget if we rolled or not.
We did. Those
We
were the
did.
rolls. Mm-hmm.
And so Stanford wins.
Yes.
All right. So the rusher, who's 8, is going to be Dotterer. His gain is 5. Oh, no, his rely is 8. Plus 1 is a 9. So he gets it down to the 2. So it's a 2nd and goal from the 2.
Mm-hmm.
All righty. And yeah, so it looks good over here. So it's just probably something to do with the internet. It's not doing well. So let's just roll a couple more plays and we'll wrap this up here. All right. So we got a 2nd and goal from the 2. All right. So we're inside the goal line now. So I got to come over here. So it's going to be a 12. So it's going to be, a goal line pass.
Ooh, Elway trying to throw one in.
Goal. Oh, okay. So I'm going to be using this card right here. We haven't used that yet. Okay.
No, I tell you, they're rare. No,
Goal
that's
line.
a run. That's a goal line run. It's the blue one.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So it's this, right? Yeah.
The one with yes, and the bottom is tips. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All righty. Penalty on the offense.
Ooh.
Rolls. Oh, wow. That's a bad time for a penalty. All right. So I got to go to my penalty page, which I need to print these out.
Yeah, and I'll tell you the ones I'll
13.
let you know which ones to print out. But
all righty. So, what do we do here?
okay.
Roll on the penalty offensive play chart.
Yes.
Oh, is it on the
It's on that penalty chart. You'll see one's offense, one's defense. I'm bringing it up because we downloaded the rules. Okay.
Okay, well, I just looked it up here, and it says penalties are on this page, but penalty chart.
Yeah, penalty chart is on
I get penalties, but I'm not seeing a penalty chart.
Yeah, no, it would be down by where the other ones are.
Is it on the team card?
No, it's a chart. It's just a lone chart.
Okay, 39. It looks like 39. All right, so, okay, here's the penalty chart right here. Offensive penalty chart. All right, so let's going to roll here. So we
Using
have
my
a
phone, so on
40,
the side. There you go.
47 false start, 5 yards. So they're going to back it up 5
So
yards.
you see
All
how
right.
one side's offense on the left,
Yep.
defense on the right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's the penalty chart here. And I go, if it's blurry, I'm sorry. We're just going to just wrap up this drive and call it a day. All right. So now we're out of the, we go back to the regular chart. So we have a 5. It's going to be outside run. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Outside run. And the rusher is 2. So Elway again. Oh boy.
Ooh. Oh, he can run if it X's for his gain. That's going to be a good thing.
-1. -1 plus RT1 block is 2. So they have 2 going up against LB2 rush is 4, and rushing defense is 6. So that's a 10. So I think that's pretty much going to be a BC win here. Yeah, yes, it is. So BC wins, and it's going to be minus 1D10. So it's going to be a rusher scorer. So Elway, it's a 0. Oh boy, -8, 8-yard
Holy
loss.
cow.
So now that's a 3rd and goal from way
What a
downtown.
huge play, Boston College defense.
So a 3rd, and so we're on the 15. We got to get to the 1. So it's 3rd. So we're going to be over here in this column here.
Oof.
So we got a 12. So it's going to be medium pass against 18. Medium pass, LT1 and RT1 block on a pass. So we have a 6 and a 6. So we have a 12. DB1 and DB4 pass. We have a 4. And a 9 is a 13. Wow.
Tony Thurman, he's been big.
Here's a big play. BC wins it. Incomplete pass. So that's 4th down. So we'll try the field goal.
It's huge.
And we'll wrap it up here. So they hold them here. So let me go to my field goal here in the book. Or you can block field goals attempt too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I forget where they had the I wish it would just say like exactly what page to go to check for this stuff here. So I did find the extra point thing in here somewhere.
Well, the blocked field goal is on page 27.
All right, here's the blocked field goal. Yeah, I'm just looking for a normal field goal here.
Well, the field goal, oh, you want the rule of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Onside kick, fake punt. Where is this? Where?
Hold on. Let me go to the
I can never find anything in
table of
here.
contents.
I wish it would just say extra point and go right to that page, you know. Well, I need that. Okay, here it is. Special teams. All right. I wish it would just say extra point and field goals. All right. To kick a field goal, you sex the yardage. So we're at the 15. So that's a 32-yard kick.
Right. Yeah, 17.
Look at the
So now you see how it has the kicker? 39 or less.
Yeah.
40 or more. This one's 39 or less.
Okay.
So you roll again. You roll the 20-sided
so
die.
6 or more, it's good.
Yes.
6 or more is good. All right. So here comes the kick by Mark Harmon. 6 or more is good. And it's a 4.
Oh, my goodness.
And he misses the kick, but now on page, 20? Was it 20? 27, blocking field goal attempts. Okay, if you want the reason for a missed field goal, you can roll a 1d20 after miss. If you roll a 20, it's a blocked field goal. No, it's not. So he just misses it, right? Okay. So the field goal is up, and the field goal is no good.
Wow.
And that's where we're going to finish up here. So we're almost through the first quarter. I thought it was going to be a lot more high scoring than it was, but then again, it is 14-0. Boston College, you know.
You know, fluty chunks of yardage.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to the feed over here. I'm kind
I
of bummed
know.
about. Kind of bummed that it's just that camera's just kind of all yucky. Like we look okay, but yeah, the
Yeah,
camera's all fuzzy. It's really bad. I'm looking at it now. I don't know how that can be. How can you and I be good and that's bad. So if I come over here, what if I do this? If I come over here and we do this, and then we kind of bounce back over here, or if that would change anything or not. I don't know if that would make it any better or any worse.
it's a lot better. It's not
Oh,
lagging.
actually, it is a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a little bit better. So, but anyway, um, so that was just kind of yeah, it's just kind of weird. Maybe it's just in my computer or something like
Yeah,
that.
see,
So
Bob said it looks
yeah, I
better.
just looked. So maybe I'll just have to learn how to do that. But anyway, so that is a little bit of matchup college football. We'll go back to the main screen here. I want to thank Vin for coming by and help me out with this as we played a little bit of this tonight, and it was yeah, it was really kind of fun. Once you get going, it's I just got to get used to what part of the card to look at and some of the other rules going on in here.
I thought you did fantastic.
Yeah, I've never played it before, so I mean, I'm kind of hoping
You
that
wouldn't know it. You wouldn't know it.
yeah, that'll be kind of fun and whichever here. But anyway, so that is that. Yeah, so I want to thank everybody for tuning in. This is one of the games that I played last August in Ohio, and then didn't get a chance to play it again till this spring out in Colorado. Actually, 'cause I don't think I got to it in Connecticut. I don't think we had the chance. So that is that. So I'm gonna put all my pieces away over here. And yeah, this is definitely fun. It definitely moves right along. It definitely moves right along. So I need to go and
I
sit and read the directions is what I need to
it's
do.
my favorite.
But yeah, this is one of the games that I found out there in Colorado and was playing it and having a good time. So anyway, all right. So I am Dave along with Vin here in Studio B and Studio well, wherever Vin is. We'll have to figure out a studio for Vin down there. But anyway, yeah. So this is again matchup college football, and I'm trying to think where can you get this at? This is at the Game Crafter, right?
The mat, the fast action cards are all at GameCraft. The teams sheets are the sets. There's 16 sets now on Lulu.
Okay.
Go to the Matchup College Football Facebook group. There's a long thread in there that gives you step by step exactly what you need to order. I'm glad Dave showed everything because you can figure out what you might not want. But I mean, for me, the 3 decks are the most important thing to have. Anything else can be done with pencil and paper. So you need the rules. Those are for free too if you don't want the spiral book. But it's beautiful. It's really nice. Dave could attest to that. You don't have to get the spiral bound book. I use pencil and paper also. So, but all the directions to get it and very helpful people. Matchup College Football Facebook group.
Okay. All righty. So we will talk to you guys. I'll be around. I have a few days off. I might be having a lot of days off, depending on what things happen at work. But I'll be back. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have some more fun here on the channel with something or other. Maybe I'll try to get that hockey game on here, Vin. The Quick Dex
Quick
Hockey.
Dex, look at my glass. It looks like I got punched in the face.
That's
What
all
do you
right.
want for 75 cents? I got 5,000 more pairs upstairs. Night, Bob. Yeah, I sent away for it, and Grant sent me an email saying it's going to be a little late. I told him that's all right. I heard you were a slacker, and then I put a laughing face. So I do hope he gets it. That I was
Yeah,
kidding.
I think he will. Grant's a good guy. Grant's a good guy. So,
Let's face it, we have enough to keep us busy.
all righty. All right. We'll talk to everybody later. Bye bye.